Am I the a-hole for calling my granddad when my stepdad turned my room into a home gym? My 16M stepdad, 32M, is a total gym rat. I used to think the guy was cool, but now that I know him better, that's his whole personality. Everything is about calories and repetitions in this house. He's always telling me to watch my food, to be aware of what I eat, to lift more, despite me being in a good shape because I'm a swimmer. I don't think the guy is a step monster or a bad dude, but he's hella oblivious. Now, some important context is that my mom's 45F house is owned by my grandparents. They're the same as me, like my stepdad, but also think he's kinda random. Now, I usually spend 3 weeks at my dad's and 1 week at my mom for personal choice, and my room at my mom's is my childhood room because that's where we lived when my parents were married. The house also has another 3 rooms, not as big as mine, but big enough. My stepdad has been talking about having a home gym for a while, and I knew my mom was on board. To be total and completely honest, I thought they're gonna use some of the other rooms and not mine, but I was really surprised when I came home from my dad's last week and found that they switched all of my stuff to one of the smaller rooms. I can't begin to describe what I felt. It's not the fact that they shipped me off to one of the little rooms, it's how they went trough my stuff and moved my things around with total disregard of my privacy, because I had a lot of stuff and some were in boxes with little to no care if they're fragile or not, and then, yeah, the fact that they kicked me out of my childhood room. The reason? My stepdad said that it was cool to have an in-suite in his gym. I just stared at them, did a 180 degrees and got the fuck out of there. Then at the park I called my granddad and told him what they've done. He drove quickly and flipped on them because 1. They never mentioned a gym, 2. The room was mine, what the, and so on. I said that I didn't care about the room anymore, but my granddad said they could either take the gym the fuck out and give my room back, or they could pay rent. They obviously gave me my room back. Now, my stepdad is kinda chill about it. He said I could have said something, like what the, as if I was expecting this, but my mom is pissed because I called my granddad, and because he basically chose my comfort over hers. She said I'm here 1 week and I could have put my ass in the new room. She's totally ripping me one off, and TBH I felt bad, IDK if I'm right anymore, and I'm wondering if I'm an a-hole. The top comment is, not the a-hole, but your mother is. You don't trade someone's personal without asking him. Just like your stepfather thought you could have said something before calling your grandfather, your mother and stepdad could have said something to you before moving your things. And, the question of moving your room should have been an absolute no. Mothers should always have their kids' backs. She should never have put her husband's wants over her son's right to feel secure. The second comment is, the house belongs to your grandparents, so first of all they get to decide. The room was yours, your childhood room. If I found out my parents ever did that to me I would be super furious. How dare they take your stuff out, touch them, move them whatever to another room just because someone who came out of nowhere, your stepdad, decided to put a GYM there and do all that to your room? LOL, that sounds like a joke, and shame to your mother for accepting it, not the a-hole.